Hello everybody, so this is our first full day at Asheville. There's Zeus, he's relaxing, we're in the shade. Much cooler. So he's a bit happier. Right now we're at Walmart and there's a little dog park over there. So I took him to the dog park today. He really liked that. It was pretty good fun for him. So, now I've been having a problem with my starter. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. There's new issues coming up. It's gonna stink because I needed this van to work so I can work. But sometimes it doesn't start and sometimes it does. It's okay today, but last night there was 4 times that it took me like 30 times turning it over to start it because it was just clicking and clicking and clicking and clicking. And battery's fine, everything else is fine. It's definitely the starter, but gotta figure that out pretty soon. But there's the old loser. But he's relaxing. He's got some diarrhea today. I've got to keep an eye on that. But hopefully, he ended up getting into some pepperoni that he shouldn't have. So I think that's the reason why. And I usually try to keep him off human food and straight to the puppy food. So what's the matter? The poor puppy, huh? But he got his fans on him. He's good. He's definitely a lot better than he was. Hi, Zeus. There's a sleepy boy, huh? But it's nice to be here. It was so much cooler last night, and things were. What's going on? How are you? But it's so much nicer than Sarasota because it's just not so hot, and he could not deal with the heat over there. And it's still warm here. It's in the 80s, but we're in the shade right now. Windows are down. He's got his fans on him. He's probably a little warm, but he's doing way better than he was. It was 91 with all the humidity we were getting was just so bad there. Right now the humidity here is like 47%, which is really comfortable. It's a little, like I said, a tiny bit warm, but nothing we can't deal with, and now we just got to try to find work and figure out where we're going to go from here. Keep making live videos to update you guys and show you guys what's going on, and share my shorts and my regular videos as well. Try to grow this channel. But there's a lot of reconstruction going on here still from the the tragedy that happened here, and hopefully we'll be able to line up some work with that, and I'm a hard worker and a good painter, so I'm sure there's going to be stuff that needs to be done. I just gotta work hard and figure it out. Parking situation is a little different in here because you gotta be careful. Walmart, you cannot park here at Walmart. They have nighttime security and they have signs everywhere, so they'll definitely boot you out. But last night I parked at the mall. We'll see what I'll do tonight, and until I figure it out. Gonna try to network and try to figure it out as fast as I can to make it so we have the pups got food, but I gotta figure out how to eat and do all these things until I get all this stuff. Monday they have a resource center. I'm gonna go there on Monday. We overslept today, so I need to check in early. So Monday I'm gonna go take care of that, register with that. But I've got to figure out how to do it because I've got the puppy and all that too, so I can't bring him in there. I'm sure I'm not going to leave him on the vehicle. I don't want nobody to steal him or him to get hurt. But we'll do some videos too of some of the scenic stuff around here. It's very beautiful over here. It's just a very beautiful spot. Oh, babies. Man, I'm Daddy Beckett, huh? Yes. He's a good doggy. He had so much fun. He's doing good with the other animals too, so that's kind of nice. And he's been a lot more playful. And today he actually played with some of the other animals, which took him a little bit to warm up. But once he does, he's still he's a puppy, so everybody over there is big, and they try to pick on him and all that. But wait till he gets bigger. But I also want to be very well socialized where he's not aggressive. But I want him to be able to play, too. But he's going to be a big boy, so he's only got to deal with it for a little while. He's growing fast. I've got a really bad sore throat today, and I don't know why, but that is what it is. My main goal right now, like I said, I've got to figure out what's going on with this van. I mean, I paid $1,200 for this van, and we drove it from Maine to Mexico. New Mexico to Florida, then Florida to here. That's a lot of miles for a 1200 dollar vehicle to actually make it. You know, the only thing we've had problem with is pulley tensioner, and now I'm having some issues with the starter. Like I said, I don't have money to fix that, nor the tools to do that. Now, I might know how to get started easy, but it's a lack of tools is going to be an issue, and of course the money to buy the part. So I've got to figure out that. I got to figure out how I'm going to eat this week, and he's got enough food for the next 2 weeks probably, and then I'm going to, you know, so that gives me time to work on trying to figure out work and stuff like that, so I can continue to, you know, purchase his meals. But you know, I'm giving up the ocean, which I love the ocean, but it was really important for him to be healthy and to be out of that heat, and you know, to make life the best we possibly can. And I think he'll strive here. They have, you know, harsh winters, but nothing worse than it is in Maine. You like my jacket? He made a huge mess out back, so I cleaned that up today, which is good. Got into a whole bunch of stuff. I started eating my tools and stuff like that, so I had to put all that stuff up. But you know, Poppy, he's not, you know, he doesn't know better. So, but for right now, it's just build time. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna start making some regular videos of just kind of like tour and lives of touring some of the area and working through that, so we can get monetized. Still, we can still need about 1,450 hours to get completely monetized. Only 450 hours still where we can start accepting super chats and memberships. But I want the full thing, so that's when you get paid for your views and stuff like that by YouTube. So that will be, you know, it's not going to be a lot, but it's going to, you know, everybody helps, even if that takes care of food, you know. For Zeus or something for the month, you know, if I can, you know, $30, you know, $30 to $50 a month, if I can make that, I'd be more than, you know, happy. Once we get monetized, that'll cover, you know, at least a little bit too on his food and stuff like that as I'm continuing working. So there's not really a lot of places you can park in Ivy, so I'm gonna have to get a place, which is gonna be better for Zeus to have a yard and a regular home and somewhere we're not worried about that. So that's gonna be my goal, is looking into finding a suitable home, a small little house for us, and something with a yard that he can play in and all that. Maybe I'll find somebody that's, you know, also looking for, you know, a place, and, you know, we can go halves on it or something. I don't know, but he's just a very sleepy doggy today. Like I said, we were playing out at the dog park a little earlier. My throat is just killing me today, and I don't understand why. It just started today. It's like so painful, like just like by the left part of my throat. Even touch it or whatever, it hurts like crazy. But hopefully nothing bad's going on there. I have some salt rinse. Maybe I'll rinse my mouth out. I don't think it's like way down my throat though, so I don't know. I don't think that'll really help. But it's a very beautiful place. They have a little tunnel here that goes through the mountains, kind of neat. So I went through the tunnel yesterday. Zeus is kind of weirded out about that, but yeah, it's alright. He's doing so much better, so that I am very, very thankful for. But right now, like I said, we're just on trying to figure out what the heck to do now and make a life here. But it's going to be a long process because I got to rebuild everything, restart everything, get my name out there. But I know I can do it. You know, I did it in Sarasota, and you know, worked a little bit in everywhere I've gone. So you know, no matter where I am, I've been able to find work. So of my own, because like it's kind of hard, you know, when you're homeless to just to get a regular dog, especially when you're a dog. You can't go on nowhere with a puppy and all that. And I ain't getting rid of my puppy. Just drove 800 miles. So he would be cooler. There ain't no way I'm getting rid of my doggy. We're gonna figure it out and make it work. All we can do. But hopefully everybody's having a good day. I just want to do a little update. You know, maybe I'll go live a little later on tonight. when things, you know, are a little bit cooler and I know we're in our parking spot and all that, but I wanted to give everybody an update, and I want to thank everybody who has supported the channel. And if you guys wish to support our journey, helps us stay fed and figure it out why we're trying to come up with work. Links are right there. The URL codes are right there. You guys can use those, or they're in the description of the video. We really appreciate everything you guys have done for us, and we're going to continue to grow and prove ourselves to you guys and work hard if we can. So thank you guys, and I'll be back probably tonight when it's a little bit cooler. Right now it's a little warm, so not hot, but it's just, you know, my phone's overheated. I don't want my phone to overheat again. So anyways, we will be back tonight. I just wanted to give a little update video. Thank you guys.